She a mistake in
me she mistake.
There has to be a mistake. Baba, bring money out.
Me mistake.
I don't like problem. Just Baba, don't bring the money. No. That means the right keke that you collect money. I don't understand. No problem. Give me my money.
Egbele yìí no. Egbele yìí.
Abi remain ni.
Kò remain.
Baba 1,000.
Baba need je.
Baba, give me my money. I don't want problem, sir. I don't want problem. Just give me the money what I give you now. Before I go change out for you. Baba, I beat on Baba.
Don't beat me. I know the beat woman.
You know the beat woman.
I know the beat woman.
Collect money for woman.
Don't beat me.
Baba, give me my money.
Beat woman.
Baba, give me my money.
You beat me.
Baba, you don't hold me. Baba, I want Baba. Shey.
This is Naija Movie Recap, and today we're diving deep into the heart of the drama with two sides of a coin. A film that's a mix of betrayal, ambition, and a battle for legacy. Trust me, this one's a gripping roller coaster that pulls no punches. The tension, the twists, the turns, it's all there. And if you've ever questioned the price of survival in a world full of secrets, this movie will definitely have you thinking. At the center of this storm is Tani, a woman forced to fight for everything. Her father's house, her family's legacy, and her very identity. What happens when family secrets collide with greed and ambition? Well, two sides of a coin will take you there, showing just how far people will go to hold on to what they believe is theirs. Tani's journey is about survival, pride, and ultimately redemption. And in a world where money and power reign supreme, the stakes couldn't be higher. Stick around as we break down everything you need to know. Because trust me, you're in for one wild ride. Let's get into it. The movie opens with music echoing through a bustling compound. Neighbors laugh, cheer, and clap as a young woman, Tani, basks in their applause. She's full of energy, dancing, celebrating, and soaking in the moment. But why the sudden joy? Inside her room, Tani's friend demands an explanation. Tani grins, bragging that it's been her week of victory. From spelling bees with the professor downstairs to ping pong, even to Ludo battles. She's defeated everyone in the compound. For once, she feels unstoppable. But her friend quickly grounds her. Victories are fine, but what about the rent? That single question wipes away Tani's smile. The truth is, her tenants haven't paid her a single kobo in nearly 2 years. Ever since her father's death left her the owner of the compound, Tani has struggled with responsibility. She insists she's not just daddy's privileged child. She's educated, smart, and capable. She believes she has swift fingers and that women can outdo men in anything. But her friend won't let her off easy. She fires back. You win games, but you don't have the sense to collect rent. Cut to the compound courtyard. Rent disputes are the talk of the day. One tenant pleads poverty. Another hides behind fake lifestyle, snapping pictures with biscuits and coke just to appear rich online. Meanwhile, Tani's compassion keeps betraying her. Instead of demanding rent, she listens to their excuses, even lending them money. Her friend grows frustrated, urging her to be firm. If you won't collect rent, why not sell the house? The thought shakes Tani. Sell her father's legacy? Never. To her, the house is more than money. It's memory, heritage, identity. Elsewhere in the city, we meet Madame Temi, a glamorous but pretentious real estate agent. She's obsessed with appearances. Every photo must be perfect. Every video Instagram-worthy. Her young assistant, Adigun, follows her around with a camera, snapping endless pictures as she poses in borrowed luxury. Back at the compound, Tani continues her struggle. A tenant pretends to limp around, begging for help. Tani, soft as always, gives him money for medicine, while her friend scolds her for being naive. Around her, hunger, poverty, and excuses pile up. Yet, Tani insists she won't turn her father's home into a heartless business. Temi's facade cracks when estate security confronts her. Without proof she lives there, her whole charade nearly falls apart. Furious and embarrassed, she lashes out at her assistant, threatening to fire her while demanding even more pictures. The contrast is striking. Tani, the kind-hearted landlord who can't collect rent, and Temi, the image-obsessed realtor who lives for fake glamour. And as for Tani, her compassion and indecision may soon push her compound and herself into deeper chaos. And somewhere else, far removed from the daily struggles, a powerful businessman discusses a massive real estate project. He needs someone influential, someone who can sway public opinion. His team suggests Madame Tami. Believing her charity work makes her the perfect partner. But little does he know, the influencer he wants to trust is nothing more than a woman addicted to fake appearances. Meanwhile, in her own world of glamour and self-pity, Temi sulks. Scrolling through her phone, she laments bitterly. Not a single one of her followers has sent her money to support her so-called charity. Instead, donations are flowing to other influencers. Jealousy burns in her eyes as she mutters, "Why must my own case be different?" Her phone rings. It's Auntie Bose, once again asking for financial help. A sick relative has been in the hospital for weeks, draining her family's resources. Bosma pleads for 500,000 naira, but Tami has nothing to give. She fakes sympathy, promises she'll try, and ends the call. Then another call. This time, a meeting. Enter Bayo Hastrup, the smooth-talking owner of Hastrup Homes. He wastes no time. He explains his vision: affordable but stylish estates in poor communities. And their next target, Motun community. Tani's home. Hastrup has already bought out 2 neighborhoods and plans to do the same here. He's impressed by Temi's online image of charity, convinced she's deeply connected to the people. Smiling confidently, he asks her to help him meet the community leaders. Temi, flattered and hungry for validation, agrees. Cut back to the compound. Tensions rise as Tani complains of being slapped in a dispute over rent money. The desperation is raw. She dreams aloud about becoming an executive, while her friend mocks the idea, reminding her that she doesn't even have a certificate. For them, jobs are elusive, respect even harder to earn. We follow Tani's painful journey as she applies for work. Sitting nervously across an interviewer, she admits she has no degree. She argues she's widely read and capable, but the interviewer shuts her down cold. "There's no way you can be better than a graduate," the woman snaps. The only role she's offered? Cleaner. Humiliation floods her face. Still, life must go on. At Tani's compound, yet another tenant considers moving out, dreaming of a fancier home on Victoria Island. It's a blow to Tani. Even the few paying tenants are slipping away. Her friend urges her to swallow her pride and ask Madame Tami for work. The thought disgusts her, but hunger doesn't care about dignity. Meanwhile, Temi dazzles Hastrup with her manipulative charm. She impresses him in a meeting with community heads, convincing him she's the perfect partner. Pleased, he rewards her with a promise: 5 million naira for her charity, plus sponsorship for children's education. To him, she's an angel. To the audience, she's a wolf in borrowed designer's clothing. But Hastrup is clear. He expects results. He wants Tani's compound, and Temi must deliver. Soon after, Temi approaches Tani herself. Smiling sweetly, she praises Tani's success as a young landlord. Then she makes her pitch. I have a client who wants to buy your property. He's willing to double the offer. Tani's smile vanishes. Her father's house, sold to strangers? Impossible. She shuts Temi down immediately. You came here as a tenant. Face your rent. This house is not for sale. Temi, offended, tries to keep her composure, but her eyes flash with irritation. She isn't used to being denied. Back in the city, Tani's landlord turned cleaner struggles at her new job. Ordered around harshly by her supervisor, she's told to wash cars, work outside her job description. But the company's boss steps in, defending her dignity and reminding everyone that cleaners are still human. For a moment, kindness flickers in her difficult world. Meanwhile, Temi celebrates another small victory. She's managed to convince a large portion of the community to sell their homes. One by one, landlords sign away their legacy in exchange for cash. To Hastrup, she's a genius. To the people, she's their betrayer. Yet one house remains off the market. Tani's. Her refusal to sell has now become the biggest obstacle in Hastrup's plan. And Tami, driven by greed and pride, vows to handle it, no matter what it takes. The story takes a sharp turn from quiet frustrations to full-blown chaos. At the office, the cleaner-turned-employee continues her journey of self-discovery. Her boss questions her resilience, asking why she lets others order her around. But she defends herself, calling it workplace dynamics. Her voice is steady, her ideas clear, and soon the conversation shifts to something deeper. She argues passionately that degrees aren't the only measure of intelligence. Education is good for society, she explains, but it shouldn't be the only way to judge if someone is smart. People like me deserve opportunities too. Her words hang in the air, even surprising her superior. She may be labeled a cleaner, but her mind shines far brighter. Meanwhile, Temi grows closer to Bio Hastrup. Over coffee and contracts, he praises her for being hands-on with the landlords. She smiles sweetly, pretending it's all about relationships, not money. But when he hints at dinner, she gracefully declines. Hastrup must leave for Calabar. Business first, pleasure later. Still, he leaves her with one request. Persuade the stubborn landlady of House 33. Without it, the entire estate project will crumble. Temi wastes no time. She corners Tani, again painting pictures of a glittering ultra-modern estate. Big facilities, massive profit, a new life. But Tani's resolve hardens. I will not sell my father's house. Temi snaps. Her mask of sophistication slips as she sneers. You are poor. This house isn't worth much. But Tani fires back with fire in her eyes. Poor? You are poor. At least I own this place. You pay me rent. Your fake chain doesn't make you rich. We are both poor. The difference is, I don't pretend. The compound watches as landlord and tenant clash openly. Voices rising. Insults flying. Temi storms away, humiliated, but her hunger for revenge grows. Soon after, Hastrup learns the truth. Without House 33, the project fails. His contractors confirm Tani's property sits right in the middle of the planned estate. Every other house has been sold, except hers. The landlords grow restless. Payments are delayed, and riots break out in the streets. The people blame Tani for blocking their payday. Angry crowds demand she sell. But Tani refuses to bow. If they want to sell, let them sell. I will not hidden hands fan the flames. Thugs roam the community, spreading chaos. But word gets back to Tani. The riots were no accident. Her own tenant, Tani, has been secretly paying boys to intimidate her. Betrayal cuts deep. Furious, Tani storms at Tani. You want to bully me into selling? You brought thugs here? You fake madam. You think I'll give you my father's house? Never. The confrontation is explosive. Both women scream, push, and curse. The compound rattles with their fury. Tani threatens that Tani will sell whether she likes it or not, but Tani throws her out in disgrace. Back in the city, Hastrup has had enough. Watching the riots and unrest, he pulls the plug. We're withdrawing from the Motun Community Project. It's too messy. His calm voice seals the deal. Years of work, gone in seconds. When Temi hears the news, she spirals. Her commission, cancelled. Her dreams of influence, crushed. Seething with rage, she vows darkly, I swear I will kill that girl. She ruined everything her henchmen caution her. Violence could land her in prison, but desperation has eaten away at her reason. Soon, whispers of forging documents and selling Tani's house behind her back begin to spread. Tami's mask of sophistication is gone. What remains is a woman consumed by greed, humiliation, and revenge. The battle for House 33 has become personal. At the office, Tani's brilliance continues to shine. She returns the management book she borrowed, finished in just 3 days. Her boss is stunned. Did you really read all of this? He asks. She smiles confidently. Ask me anything. Intrigued, he invites her out later to discuss the book. And that evening, over quiet conversation, he admits he's never met anyone as smart as her. But he's puzzled. Why didn't she ever go to university? Tani explains gently. Her father was uneducated, but managed well, so she never felt pressured. But her boss insists she deserves more. He promises to use his connections to get her back into school. You're a huge potential, Tani. I won't let it go to waste. But while she blossoms in one corner, treachery grows in another. Hastrup, still chasing House 33, grows suspicious. Temi claims Tani has finally agreed to sell, but he frowns. So quickly. That doesn't add up. Tami brushes him off, urging him to make hay while the sun shines. Her confidence is her shield, but cracks are starting to show. Tani receives an unexpected visitor. Hastrup arrives, shocked to discover that she is the landlady he's been chasing all along. The inheritance from her father isn't just walls and cement, it's her last tie to her family. When Hastrup realizes Temi lied, that she planned to forge documents and sell Tani's house behind her back, his trust shatters. He confronts Temi with brutal honesty. I held you in high regard, but you diverted charity money, tricked me, and nearly ruined everything. He throws her out, disgusted, humiliated, furious, and cornered. Temi's desperation curdles into madness. Soon, Tani vanishes. Her room is broken into, her phone dead. The police are called, but it's too late. Blindfolded and tied, Tani wakes in a dark room. Temi's voice drips with venom. You ruined me. You cost me millions. You will stay here without food or water until you sign those documents. But Tani refuses. I will never sell my father's house. If you want to kill me, do it now. Her defiance burns even in chains. And then, the twist no one saw coming. An older woman enters carrying secrets long buried. She reveals the truth. Temi is not alone in this world. She has a twin sister, Tani. Years ago, when their parents separated, each took one child. One grew up in hardship, clinging to her father's house as her only anchor. The other chased money power and survival, losing herself along the way. The revelation breaks Timmy. Tears replace her fury as she admits her sins. She misused charity funds. She nearly destroyed her sister's life. But all of it, she claims, was to keep their mother alive, now battling for her life in a hospital bed. The sisters reconcile through tears, holding the same childhood photo, proof of the bond they never knew they shared. Tani forgives her. It's okay. You were trying to keep our mother alive. The house, it turns out, belongs to both of them. As the dust settles, Hastrup steps forward, not as a businessman, but as a man moved by Tani's resilience. He confesses his feelings, nervous, yet sincere. Would it be strange if I told you I like you? Tani is stunned, but her heart softens. For once, she allows herself to smile. Yes, she whispers, I want to be your girlfriend. And that wraps up Two Sides of a Coin, a journey that starts with greed and betrayal and ends with forgiveness and the discovery of family. From the emotional family reunion to the twist that you didn't see coming, this movie is a powerful reminder that life is never as simple as it seems. The coin always has two sides, and you never know which one you'll land on. So, what do you think? Was Tani right to hold on to her father's house, no matter the cost? Or should she have let go earlier, sparing herself and those around her from the fallout? Let's hear your thoughts in the comments below. I want to know what you think. If you enjoyed this recap, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe for more Nollywood breakdowns, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our future recaps. This is Naija Movie Recap. Stay tuned, stay entertained, and keep watching Nollywood, because the drama never stops.